heard a loud explosion, and at that point, Building 2 was collapsing.
They heard a loud explosion immediately preceding the building's collapse. And this wasn't the only report of major explosions preceding the building's collapses. In fact, if you go back to the in real-time coverage, it was a near certainty.
And you can see the two towers, a huge explosion now raining debris on all of us. We better get out of the way.
And then when we came outside, it just blew, the tower blew.
All of a sudden you hear explosion, and you could see the building starting to collapse.
There was another major explosion. The building itself, literally the top of it came down.
We understand now there has been a secondary explosion on Tower 2.
Again, there was a third explosion. It's unclear what caused it, whether it was a bomb or whether the first plane that crashed into the tower had somehow been booby-trapped with a bomb that was timed to explode later after the crash had occurred.
It was an explosion. It was way up where the fire was, and the whole building at that point bellied out in flames, and everybody ran.
The tower, rather, that has collapsed, though we are told, collapsed because of a third explosion. Both have been hit by planes. We understand it was a third explosion, however, that brought the tower to collapse.
As we were moving towards the building, we saw the top begin to blow out in a plume of smoke, and we heard the noise associated with an implosion.
When the first tower collapsed, it was a massive explosion. I looked up, that's when I heard the explosion. That's when the second tower came down.
The offices are located.
Wow.
And some people were...
Jamie, I need you to stop for a second. There has just been a huge explosion. We can see a billowing smoke rising. And I'll tell you that I can't see that second tower, but there was a cascade of sparks and fire, and now it looks almost like a mushroom cloud explosion.
You can just hear this huge kaboom.
At that point, we heard a large boom. I looked up and just saw the building coming at us.
Hello?
Yeah, David Lee, what can you tell us?
John, the scene is horrific. One of the two towers literally collapsed. I was making my way to the foot of the World Trade Center. Suddenly, while talking to an officer who was questioning me about my press credentials, we heard a very loud blast, an explosion. We looked up, and the building literally began to collapse before us. Just seconds ago, there was a huge explosion, and it appears right now the second World Trade Tower has just collapsed.
Are you able to talk? Can we just talk to you about what happened?
I was there when it exploded.
You were right there at the building?
Yes, and I'm able to try.
When I try to save people, in the moment we heard a big explosion coming down. Everything just went black. Everything came down, glass started popping. People got hurt, stuff went on top of them.